Fantastic time. Okay, we're getting set up here in studio. Why? Because we have, Kate, a skunk. A skunk on set.
Little skunk.
Yeah, look at Alvin. He just can't stop from staring at the skunk.
He's gorgeous. Look at him.
His name is Gulliver.
Okay, let's do some introductions here. This is Skye Burgan. She's the Wildlife Rehabilitation Technician with AIWC, correct? And also, of course, we have Alvin. Now, we have Judy over there, too, who is the handler, if you will, of our beautiful guest today. That is Gulliver the skunk. We have to first ask this question. Has Gulliver been
Descented?
Descented?
Yes.
Is that the polite way of saying
That
it?
is
You said
yes.
skunked earlier. I don't think that's real.
So he has been.
Yes, of course.
Gulliver's a guy.
He is.
What's Gulliver's story?
Well, he was found actually by some yogis outside a yoga studio a couple years ago, and so he was still a baby at the time, and unfortunately by the time we got to him and he was in our care, he was so docile and too friendly to be released. He would not have done well in the wild because they need that aggressive characteristics for them to survive. So we looked at our options and we thought, well, we need those kinds of characteristics for educational animals. So because he is the way he is, he's a wonderful ambassador, and he goes around to different schools and does education programs.
And what's he eating there?
Those are some grapes.
Can I jump over there? It's okay, keep going, keep going.
What is his main diet besides the grapes?
So skunks usually eat insects and rodents. So 75% of their diet is insects, and so that's why we like to promote for them, because if you find them in your gardens and whatnot, they're really great for you. They'll dig and get rid of all your insects and even small rodents.
And Phoenix, you're getting in the cage there.
So let him smell you first.
He will nip, I understand.
They're little affectionate nips, we
So
say.
you use them as education. So can kids come in and actually pet him, or do you guys not allow that?
Just for safety reasons, we don't, just in case, but he is, like, we have trained handlers that take him out so that he has good behavior. But no, we just use him because, you know, he is a wild animal, and we don't like to advocate necessarily that they're friendly and pet worthy. So
does he do tricks?
No.
But look at this guy. He's so beautiful.
So how old is he, and how long do they live for?
So usually in the wild they only live 2-3 years, but in captivity they can live over 10 years. It just depends on their health and their activities and whatnot. So we've had him a couple years, so he's doing very well, and he sometimes gets a bit fat, so we have to put him on a diet. Well, as you can see, he loves to eat, and that's a skunk's main mission in life, is to eat.
Now,
so
you have other animals on display as well, too. I mean, sorry, you just grabbed my cord. Also, you have a hawk, is that correct?
Yeah, we do have a red-tailed hawk,
who's
our educational animal right now as well. And in the past, we've had other Swainson hawks and other red-tails, even a great gray owl at one time. So any animal that, the red-tail we have right now, he's blind in one eye, so he was not able to be released. And because he had a head trauma, it changed his behavior, so he's docile as well. So that's why we keep them, but only if they show those characteristics, like I said before.
Oh, he's so cute.
I'm sorry, the objective is that you're trying to get these animals back into the wild, yes?
Exactly,
right?
exactly. So we'll take in sick or injured wildlife, or even orphaned as well if the mothers have been killed, and we'll raise them or rehabilitate them depending on the different needs, if they have fractures or broken wings and things like that. And then, the idea is to re-release them so they can be wild.
Well, Alvin, go ahead.
Why do we have such a problem with skunk death on roads?
Oh, well, first of all, skunks' vision is terrible. They can only see a few feet in front of them. So that's part of the reason. It's not like they can see the car coming from miles away and they just run out on purpose. Yeah. And because they're black, they have a little bit of white, but in the nighttime you can't see them coming, and lots of people drive fast on roads, and they are encroaching on urban areas because they're looking for places to live, and so they're commonly places where there's
cars. It's just
cars.
so common, and it's so sad.
It is, yeah.
It always bothers me.
Yeah, so we always try to say to people, if you're driving in residential areas, try to go slower at night and just observe, because we don't want anyone getting into accidents either, and we obviously want them to survive.
Yeah.
So.
What kind of support does AIWC need, Aiwc?
Oh, anything. We love having volunteers sign up. Yeah, if you'd be interested.
Okay, do you want to go?
I want to go pet him.
Go.
Yeah, go ahead, jump in.
Sorry, Skye.
So we need volunteers. We need rescue drivers. Any donations if people have anything that they'd like to give. We have wish lists available, so it doesn't always have to be monetary. It can be any type of things we need for the facility, because that always helps as well. So anything anyone's willing to give, we appreciate very much.
It's an awareness opportunity as well too.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So we do offer tours. We just ask that people call in advance, and they can come by and check what we do and see the benefit that there is for wildlife rehabilitation. And they get to see some pretty neat animals that you wouldn't get to see. So
Boy, well, you know, can I honestly say this is the first time I've ever experienced a skunk up that close that I didn't mind petting.
Well, that's it. And a lot of people have a negative thing towards skunks, and they actually are really great animals. And yes, they're a pain when they go onto your deck, but we do offer conflict solution as well. So if people would prefer to remove the skunks from their yard, we ask that they call us, because we can help them do that humanely. Right.
Okay. Again, the website is www.aiwc.ca. www.aiwc.ca. Stick around for a little bit, because I don't think anybody here on the set wants you to go. and keep this little devil here too. This is perfect. Thank you very much for bringing this in. Judy, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
And thank you to the little pumpkin. Make sure he doesn't get loose, Kate, or else we've got a really big problem. Thank you very much. By the way, there's a lot of things happening in our city, in and around our city, including the Calgary Stampede opening its doors this weekend, offering up a behind-the-scenes look at Stampede Grandstand, the rodeo shoots, and of course the Chuck Wagon Barns. Tours run every half hour with, get this, a free pancake breakfast. Details, www.calgarystampede.com. This is Trending on Shaw.